Why does it feel like everyone's struggling right now? Your paycheck doesn't go far, jobs are harder to find, and stress is real. Today, we're going to break down what a poor economy actually means, and the three major ways that it impacts everyday people, and most importantly, what you can do about it. A poor economy isn't just about numbers on a screen or stock market crashes. It's characterized by low economic growth, high unemployment rates, and reduced consumer spending. Think of it this way. When a business isn't making money, they can't hire people. When people don't have jobs, they can't buy things. And when they can't buy things, business can't make money. It's a vicious cycle that creates widespread financial hardship across society. Employment and income instability. This is usually the first domino to fall. During economic downturns, job security becomes everybody's biggest concern. Businesses start cutting back, they freeze hiring and reduce hours, or lay people off entirely. But here's what's really concerning. Even if you keep your job, you're not safe. Many workers get shifted to part-time roles or what's called a precarious employment. Jobs without benefits, without protections, and without stability. In some regions, the informal sector grows massively, where there's zero government regulation to protect these workers. And wages, they stagnate or get cut. So you're working just as hard or maybe even harder, but your paycheck stays the same or shrinks while your rent, groceries, and gas prices keep climbing. Problem number 2, health takes a major hit. This one might actually surprise you, but economic hardship actually directly damages your physical health. While money's tight, people cut corners on nutrition, skip doctor visits, and delay necessary medical care. These statistics are shocking. People in poverty experience higher rates of chronic disease, increased mortality rates, and significantly lower their life expectancy. And children, they suffer the most. According to data, children in the poorest regions face mortality rate up to twice as high compared to those in wealthier areas. Poor nutrition becomes the norm because healthy food costs more. People are exhausted from working multiple jobs just to survive, which tanks productivity and overall well-being. Your body literally cannot function at its best when you're constantly stressed about money and not getting proper care. Now, before we get solutions, there is one more critical impact that I need you to understand. Problem number 3, social isolation and reduced opportunities. Economic hardship doesn't just hurt your wallet, it destroys relationships and opportunities. When you're broke, you can't afford to go out with friends. You can't travel to see family or join clubs or activities. You become isolated. But it goes deeper. Lower socioeconomic status erodes your confidence and self-esteem. People start believing their actions won't change their future. So why even try? This mindset kills motivation for education, skill development, and career advancement. It's a mental trap that's hard to escape. And the worst part? Children raised in poverty faces worse outcome in education, employment, and overall happiness as adults. This creates intergenerational poverty, a cycle that passes down from parent to children. At a societal level, high poverty rates lead to increased crime, urban decay, failing schools, and inadequate public health systems. It affects the entire community and not just individuals. Alright, so we've talked about the problems. Now let's get into what you actually need. Practical solutions that you can start implementing right now. I'm going to break these down into 6 key strategies. Solution number 1. The absolute first priority is building an emergency fund. Financial experts recommend saving at least 3 to 6 months of basic expenses, like for your house, food, utilities. I know it sounds impossible when money's tight, but starting at even $50 per paycheck would help build that momentum. The key is consistency. Solution 2. Tackle debt strategically. Review all your statements and create a plan to pay off high-interest debt rate first. The longer the economic uncertainty lasts, the more interest compound works against you. And this isn't just about numbers, it's about freeing up cash flow so you have a breathing room. Solution number 3. Move towards stable employment. If possible, consider transitioning into a recession-proof sector. Government jobs, healthcare, and essential services tend to be more stable during downturns. Solution number 4. Diversify your income streams. This could mean freelancing, starting a side business, or investing in skills that create additional revenue sources. Multiple income streams create a safety net where, when one source fails, you don't want all your eggs in one basket, especially during uncertain times. Solution number 5. Consider strategic investments. While it sounds counterintuitive, economic downturns can actually create buying opportunities. Increasing cash holding gives you the flexibility, and right now you can find competitive interest rates in safe investments like certificates of deposit and high-yield saving accounts. Some financial experts also recommend diversifying into assets like precious metals during uncertain times. And speaking of investments, stick around because I'm going to tell you about next week's deep dive video on this topic. So there you have it. We covered what a poor economy is and the 3 major ways it impacts everyday people: job and income instability, health deterioration, and social isolation with reduced opportunities. But more importantly, now you have actionable solutions. Build that emergency fund, tackle debt strategically, move towards a more stable employment sector, diversify your income, and be smart with your spending. Understanding these connections is crucial because these issues don't exist in isolation. They're all interconnected. You don't have to wait for the economy to fix itself. You can start taking action today to protect yourself and your family. Even small steps in the right direction will make a big difference. If this video gave you practical strategies to navigate through tough economic times, smash that like button and subscribe for more content. And make sure you hit that notification bell so you don't miss next week's video on investment strategies during economic downturns. Trust me, it's going to be packed with actionable tips. Drop a comment below. Which solution are you going to implement first? Let me know. And are there any specific investment topics you want me to cover next week? Let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.